Hello guys, welcome back. So today I also just realised that I never say hello guys, I always say hey guys. Is that the weirdest thing ever? I don't know, I just all of a sudden found it very weird, even though in my day-to-day life I do say hello, not hey. Weird. Anyway, so today's video I thought I would do a best budget beauty buys video because I've had lots of requests to do more drugstore videos. I used to do them a lot, but I found myself kind of repeating myself quite a lot because in terms of the pool of products that I love at the drugstore or on the high street, it seems to be like there's some really good old classics and there's rarely kind of new ones that I love, so I haven't done one in a while. So I thought today would be a good day to sit down and do my kind of all-round best beauty buys on a budget. Some of them are oldies but goodies, some of them are more recent releases or recent discoveries for me, but all of them are affordable. I'm pretty sure all of them are like under £10. Most of them are probably under £5. So yeah, a bit of a mixture from skincare to hair care to makeup to brushes. There's a deodorant in there as well. And the selection of things that I've chosen to talk about today are all things that I am kind of currently using or in my kind of current general rotation of products. There are things that I haven't mentioned that I do love and have used, but I'm not kind of using them at the moment, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's some oldies and some newer ones. So without further ado, starting off with makeup. One of the things, I actually didn't like this when I first tried it, but now I love it. It's one of those weird products that kind of won me around over time, but it's the Maybelline Eraser Concealer. This is in the colour 01 Light, which is the one that I tend to use under my eyes. They also have a really good correcting, like brightening version of this, which is really good. The applicator is a little messy, gets a little gross. You probably might want to buy a new one maybe even before you've finished it, because it depends how often you use it, but I probably use this a couple of times a week and I don't get through it as fast as I want to in comparison to how gross this sponge situation at the top is. But that aside, the actual formula of this is lovely. It's creamy, it blends well. It's got good coverage, but it's not like complete total coverage. It's just really nice for under the eyes. It's really nice because it's not creasy or dry. It's the perfect combination between, perfect like sweet spot between moisturizing and concealing. So I really like that. In terms of other makeup items, this one is a serious oldie but a goodie. The Rimmel Scandaleyes waterproof eyeliners. These have been a favourite of mine for years since they launched. I have this one and the black one. They also do really good kind of metallics. I don't know if they're a limited edition actually, but they did do good metallics. These are just so good because they're soft, they're creamy, they're very similar to a lot of eyeliners you would buy, like the Urban Decay ones, but they're really cheap. They're like $3.99. And they stay on, they're brilliant for the waterline. I've spoken about these a million times in the past, so I'm not going to harp on about them, but they are really good. And then another thing, blowing my own trumpet a little bit here, this is the brow pencil I use every single day. This is from my collection with Eylure. This is the Brow Define dual-ended super fine brow pencil. I use the colour medium, but each of these, there's 3 different colours. There's light, medium, dark, but each one comes with 2 different shades. So I tend to use the darker tone to fill in any sparseness in the main body of my brow and for the tail of my brow and the arch. Up here is where I have the most trouble with my brows because they tend to be like, I don't know, my brow hairs up there have just stopped growing in the corners. Super annoying because the rest of my brows are quite full. And then I use the lighter one just to make this line at the bottom a lot sharper and also to fill in the kind of front of the brow. I find if you use a darker colour to fill in the front of the brow, it can make you look a little bit angry. So having 2 colours for me is a really kind of useful element of this particular pencil. Yes, I designed it and it's part of my collection, but I genuinely use this every single day. The nibs are also super fine, so you can get a really kind of natural looking hair stroke, and it's in boots. So yeah, that's my brow pencil. And then moving on to tools, a brush that I use pretty much every single day is the Real Techniques blush brush. This is a big blush brush. I tend to use it more for kind of bronzer or powder. The Real Techniques brushes are brilliant in terms of what else you can get on the market for that price point. These knock everything else out of the water. Blow everything else out of the water, I think that's the expression. Either way, these are the best. And this brush in particular, I find myself reaching for over my expensive brushes. So it is definitely a favourite of mine. I use it pretty much daily. I actually have 2 or 3 of them, and they are brilliant, so I'd thoroughly recommend those. A hairbrush that I use every single day. I have not used a different hairbrush since I first got this hairbrush, and I'm now cleaning it because it's got loads of random fluff and hair in it. But this is the wet brush, the original wet brush. This was a personalized one, but as you can see, I've used it so much, there's basically like nothing left on the back. Probably time for a new one, but I absolutely love the wet brush. If you are still in the dark ages and using a tangle teaser, it's time to upgrade, people. Honestly, so good if you have long tangly hair. Or my sister actually uses this on her kids because especially her daughter has long tangly hair and really doesn't like having a hairbrush. These brush straight through anything. They are so brilliant. They don't pull, they limit breakage, and they are just awesome. So that's my favorite hairbrush. I've actually got a couple of those. And then more kind of tool related type things, the Eylure Dybrow kit. This might sound kind of controversial to some of you guys, but I actually dye my own eyebrows. Occasionally I'll get them dyed when I'm getting them threaded, but in general it's so much cheaper to buy one of these kits. I think they're around like £8 or something like that, and you can dye your eyebrows like maybe 20 times with this one kit. So much more affordable. I find I'm pretty sure it's like the same stuff, because I don't find a difference between when they dye my eyebrows and when I dye my eyebrows. They only make it in 2 colors, I think. So there's dark brown, which is the one I use, and then black. So yes, that is a really good option if you are trying to cut down the cost of getting your eyebrows done by somebody else, which can be really expensive, especially if you're in London. It's so expensive in London. Then this will save you like 15 quid of getting it tinted. Really good, and it won't, oh, it hasn't done to mine. I'm not guaranteeing anything. It won't turn your eyebrows orange. It doesn't to mine, but I can't guarantee it, but it shouldn't. Okay, anyway, another thing from Eylure, this one has been in my makeup drawer, so it's covered in makeup. Again, these are from my collection with Eylure. These are the Fleur Loves lashes. I'm not just saying this, but these lashes are genuinely the best lashes if you want something light, comfortable, wearable, and easy to put on. Honestly, when we designed these, that was my kind of aim, but I didn't actually realize quite how amazing they were going to be in terms of making wearing lashes easy for so many people that I know. Even people that I don't know, or like friends of friends kind of thing, that don't watch my videos but they use these lashes, tell me how much they love them. Like, I don't know what it is about these ones, these particular ones, the Fleur Loves ones, they're the green packet. They are really brilliant, especially if you're not used to wearing lashes every day and you want like a really natural look. Best lashes. I mean, again, blowing my own trumpet, but they are. If you've tried them, I hope you like them, and comment below if you have tried them and like them, and just to show everybody that I'm not just like bigging myself up here, because I think they're good and I know a lot of people have told me. So yes, anyway, moving on. Another oldie but a goodie, but one that I tend to use loads, are the simple face wipes. Loads of people say you shouldn't use face wipes, but I'm not gonna lie. If I need to take my makeup off in a hurry, or if I get back from a long day and I just want to take my makeup off before I have my whole like evening routine when I go to bed, it's going to be a face wipe. I'm just going to take that disgusting makeup off my face. And yes, I don't use them every day, but when I do use them, they are brilliant. These are the best ones. I always come back to them, the simple original face wipes. And then also on the skincare front, is a sheet mask from Garnier that I actually love. If your skin is feeling dry, tight, parched in any way, this face mask is brilliant. It's the Replumping Shot Fresh Mix Tissue Mask. So it's the same as the Estee Lauder eye mask that I love. You like push up the liquid, you mix it in with the sheet mask, and then you put it on. It's basically hyaluronic acid based, so it's really kind of plumping and moisturizing for the skin, but it's also just really cooling and refreshing if you've got tired, like tight, parched skin. This is really good, and they are, I think they're supposed to be $3.99 each, but they're always on like buy one get one free and stuff like that, as you know, in Boots and Superdrug, always happening. On the hair front, this is something that I've been using consistently for a couple of years now, and I actually, the first way I discovered this was actually through a sponsored video, and it's been one of those products that I have kept in my kind of general rotation of products for years. I think it's probably 2 years now. It's the Batiste 2-in-1 Invisible Dry Shampoo and Conditioner. For me, I find dry shampoo a little bit too chalky and sometimes irritating. I've got quite a sensitive scalp, whereas this is just a brilliant styling product. I use it on the ends of my hair just to add kind of texture. It adds texture, but it doesn't add that really dry, chalky kind of feeling. In terms of it being a shampoo and conditioner and using it on my roots, I don't use it on my roots. I just use it on the lengths and the ends of my hair. I know some people have said it's way too greasy and it makes it look greasy instead of looking like a dry shampoo. For a start, you've got to spray this from quite far away. Don't spray it too close, but also I tend to use it as like a style refresh and a styling product as opposed to for greasy roots, because I do not get greasy roots because I have a really, really dry scalp. So if you have greasy roots, I would suggest using like an original dry shampoo up here and then using this as a styling product. Love it. And then on the skincare front, there's two things that I have been loving and using for a while. The Garnier Micellar Oil Infused Cleansing Water. You've probably heard me talk about this a lot, but this is my favourite kind of high street cleansing water. Really cleansing water, micellar water. I really, really like this. It's really effective at taking off everything, even like really stubborn mascara. Because of the oil as well, it's really not kind of drying at all to the skin, and it actually feels when you're putting it on like it would be greasy, but it dries off quite quickly and is not greasy. It just leaves your skin feeling quite nice and happy. And then last but not least, again, something I've spoken about fairly recently as well, is the Roche-Posay Cicaplast, I don't know how to say it, Balm B5. If you've got dry skin on your, I feel like saying head, shoulders, knees and toes, but I'll save that one for later. I use this if you've got dry elbows, dry hands, dry face, anything, you can use this on it. It's a really nice intensive moisturizer, but it's not one of those all-round products that is too greasy for your face. You know, one of those products that they say, oh, you can use this on your face, but you actually can't because it's greasy as hell and it is not nice. This is actually really nice. It's a balm, but it's not greasy or heavy. It's just a really rich moisturizer, a nice kind of like balmy moisturizing texture, and it really, if you have dry skin, I'm really confident this can help you out, because it has helped me out a lot with dry skin. So that is it for my best budget beauty buys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do want to see more kind of drugstore affordable videos, then let me know. I know it's been requested a few times over on my Instagram, and that's why I made this video. But if you liked it, let me know, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.